Hey, this is MG from Reset Race. We're growing and so is our mission. Because of this, we're looking for volunteers to join our team. The skills we need most right now are researchers, video editors, and men and women to do voiceovers. If you're interested in helping out, go to actifypress.com/volunteer. Again, actifypress.com/volunteer. We hope to hear from you soon. Peace and justice from myself and the rest of the Reset Race crew.
Now, reparations for slavery is not something I've thought much about. I think my bias is, my bias is certainly that it's worth thinking about and may in fact be the right thing.
Yes.
And I'm not quite sure what the form is. I mean, how you do it, but I would not be at all surprised that if I thought more about it, and if I had more, if I had a conversation with people who had better ideas about it than I've currently heard, that I could be convinced that not only would it be acceptable, but just it would be a moral necessity to do it, right? So I'm totally open-minded on the reparations issue, but talk about another way to lose to Trump, right? I mean, this is let's wait 2 years before we have this conversation.
This is now. So okay, now we finally got to one where what you described.
Stop.
So
I'm so tired of this wait till the perfect moment argument. It's the same thing with this forced to vote bullshit. Right?
So 1865, we got out of slavery. They didn't give us reparations. 10 years later, they were like, well, y'all niggas been out of slavery for 10 years. What the fuck you need reparations for? Y'all good now. Pull your shit up by your bootstraps. Pull our shit up by our bootstraps. They light our fucking boots and houses on fire. And then we get to like the 60s and we get to 2021. They said, well, slavery was a long time ago. You should have got paid back then, but you tried to kill us and you locked us up when we tried to get our money back then. You motherfuckers. That's it. What else y'all got?
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, man, it's just classic argument. I think it's funny. They only tell us to wait. They don't tell nobody else to wait. It's always wait. Especially us. I mean, like, I understand that the progressives, they go today, but it's different though. It's different. Even the progressive will tell you to wait. Nah, you wait for justice. Wait, not right now. You feel me? Like, you've been waiting for what? How long? 150 years? The fuck you talking about? They want to hear this shit, man.
It's just a stall tactic. It's all it is, a stall tactic.
Definitely is, bro. It's some bullshit.
Mud. Thanks, John.
Well, I mean, I know he's on some bullshit just based off the first sentence, talking about, I haven't thought about it, but I think it's something that we should think about. Like, if you think it's something that we should think about, motherfucker, why haven't you already thought about it? Like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, it's some insincere bullshit. And this idea, like, okay, it's after the election. Has anyone heard from Sam Harris on reparations?
Nope.
Not a word. Not that I've heard of. I mean, he could be talking about it somewhere in white folks.
Well, if anybody who listens to our show knows where the video is, please send it to us. It's resetrace at actifypress.com, right?
Yeah, please send that on.
Yeah, so go ahead and send that on. Or, you can slide it in my DMs. My DMs is open on Twitter at me 17 trillion. But yeah, go ahead and send that on so we can rip his ass up again. But
oh, that's from 2019. Oh man, September 12th, 2019. So just for the record. All right, go ahead. Everybody said what they want to say? I'm sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and also, like, Sandy Darity's not hiding. I don't know why these motherfuckers act like.
And he was not hiding in 2019.
No, he was all over the place. He'll go anywhere. That dude will go anywhere.
And they acting like there's nobody that's talking about this shit in a reasonable way. And it's like, we got an economist that's been like, that's
doing this for
decorated.
30 years.
You know what I'm saying? That's decorated in this field. And like, why are you motherfuckers just ignoring it? Well, we know why you're ignoring them.
Of course.
But like, stop telling us this bullshit about why that you haven't heard a good argument.
We're gonna change that. All right, everybody good?
Yep, I'm ready if y'all are. Let's rock it out.
Let's rock.
is exactly as I've experienced it. That is almost word for word what I've said, and I got quite a bit of angry pushback saying, all of the things that you would imagine could be said to someone who says
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So I mean, there's so many threads here that intersect in this same space, and it comes down to, I mean, on one level, on that particular point, it's a lack of political pragmatism, but
Right.
um, which I don't think we should ever lose sight of. I mean, certainly not a year before an election where Trump is on the menu, but again, it goes to, like, we're just not in a position to have open-ended conversations with a basic principle of charity, uh, keeping everyone at the table, where you're going to assume that the other person has a point of view that's worth taking seriously based on the reasons they can adduce for their having it, right? And not based on the color of their skin or, they're in some accident of birth, but just
Okay, let's
based
stop.
on
Let's stop.
on
Oh,
Let's
the,
stop.
hold on.
Let's stop.
Can I go back a little bit? What the fuck? Huh?
Yeah.
Just
Just,
talking.
sorry. Just, I'll be high. Give me a minute. Hold on.
keeping everyone at the table, where you're going to assume that the other person has a point of view that's worth taking seriously based on the reasons they can adduce for their having it, right? And not based on the color of their skin or, they're in some accident of birth, but just
Okay,
based
hold
on a
uh,
universalizable principle.
See, to my mind, right? Us being repaired helps the universal argument, to my mind, because if we're going to talk about getting everybody to parity or getting everybody at least up off the ground, we should be the very first consideration, right? Because we're the one. Our oppression is the key oppression to everybody else's oppression.
Exactly. Like
But
my teacher says.
Go ahead.
No, you know how she says that that black Americans are the leather that they are the leather that they sharpen the knife on to cut everybody else's throat.
Listening to Reset Race, you now tuned in to Reset Race. You're listening to Reset Race, you're now tuned in to Reset Race. What? Put them back on the grill again. We grilling them, put them back on the grill again. We grilling them, put them back on the grill again. We grilling them, back on the grill again. We grilling them, You're listening to Reset Race. ADOS need reparations to make America great. You're tuned in to Reset Race. We no longer starving while others eat off our plate. No. You're listening to Reset Race. We focused on our justice claim. We know what is at stake. You're tuned in to Reset Race. You'll find out who really about justice and really who fake. Lineage go back to U.S. Southern plantations. Lineage, Jim Crow and mass incarceration. Redline and lynchings. We are old from this nation. You're not about justice if you ain't for reparations. MG the wise one. Cousin mother intellectual. Samantha bringing fire. Anti-black, we pressing you. No permanent friends and no permanent enemies. The backbone of the country. To win, you need our energy. You gon' see. Listening to Reset Race. You now tuned in to Reset Race. You're listening to Reset Race. You're now tuned in to Reset Race. Put them back on the grill again. We grilling them. Put them back on the grill again. We grilling them. Put them back on the grill again. We grilling them. Back on the grill again. We grilling them. You're listening to Reset Race. ADOS need reparations to make America great. You're tuned in to Reset Race. We no longer starving while others eat off our plate. No. You're listening to Reset Race. We focused on our justice claim. We know what is at stake. You're tuned in to Reset Race. You'll find out who really about justice and really who fake.
Until you do right by me, everything you think about is gonna crumble.
Negro any land. Through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today, many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.